Well, with me right now is someone that I know you're familiar with, Dr. Trin. We call him Iggy, as all the folks do that know him well. Iggy, good to see you today.
Good to see you.
Today you brought along a guest, Caitlin Lowe,
Yes.
and you have been involved with Dr. Trin's TongueOut organization. So welcome.
Thank you.
Today we're here, if you recall last time that Iggy was on, we talked very briefly about Hurricane Harvey and that you were, I think, about ready to head down there, right?
Right.
To help out. You've helped out in many different places. And this is one of your helpers, right?
Yes, Caitlin is one of our TongueOut youth ambassadors, so I'm very proud of her.
How did you get involved with this, Caitlin?
Well, I know some of the high schoolers who have gone on previous trips, and so then my first trip was Peru, and then about 3 weeks later we organized Houston, so that was my second trip.
And when you go to these places, Peru being your first, it had to be a real kind of a shock for you at first to go down to a place that you've never been before, very different from an area that you live, different kind of needs and all, and then get involved. And what Iggy has told me is that once you begin to get involved, all the differences begin to go away, and you get to meet these people on an individual level, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, and now Hurricane Harvey. Tell me about your experiences there. Iggy sent us some photos, and of course, this was something that, as we saw with Irma and all, that is right there minute by minute on the news, but to actually see some of the devastation and flooding down there just, must have really opened up your eyes and going, wow, I'm thankful for what I have.
Yeah, for sure. It was really interesting to go down there and see that, typically you think of these disasters happening places that aren't so close to our own home.
Right.
But then we go down there and it's like, oh, wait, we're still in our own country.
Yeah.
And it was just devastating to see everything that had happened there, and that people had literally taken everything out of their homes and they had to just put it on the sidewalks.
Yeah, here's a great photo of that. And here's you look at this photo, and what you see here is this was obviously, although there's certain areas that you're going to go into that maybe the neighborhoods are in trailer homes or something like this. You look at that photo there, that was a high-end neighborhood. You could tell, but
Yes.
those were nice homes, right?
Yeah.
And here you are, this is you, where we can put it up here on the screen. Looks like you're taking out some of the some of the wood, some of the flooring, the sheeting that was all probably damaged and warped,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, we had to tear up, I think, 2 whole rooms of flooring, and then we went in and also took out drywalling, and we cleaned walls and whatnot, so.
So if you guys ever remodel your home, you're right there for the
Oh,
demo,
yeah.
right? is this the first time you ever did this? Actually
Yeah.
go in and demo stuff?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Yeah, it's now, of course, you're helping people and you're there for a reason. It's really hard on them, but it's kind of fun to demo in a way, isn't it? Because you're not worried about what you hit or what you do. How long were you down there?
We were there for a weekend, so we left Friday evening
Wow.
and we got back very early Monday morning.
Yeah, and this is Iggy. This is a picture of the team.
Yes, that is our team. With that, it includes a lot of folks from Memorial Care, physicians, nurses, EMTs, 2 respiratory therapists. We had a chaplain. We had 4 Boy Scouts.
Yeah, I see that.
And a whole bunch of TOYAs, TongueOut Youth Ambassadors, with us. So I think we had a total of about 45 on the trip.
Tell me how you organize this. Now, obviously, when you're going out to, let's say, Peru or a different country, not for a reason because there was a hurricane, but you're going down there to help, as
Right.
You've talked about before. This is something that quite literally happened days before. How do you organize this and not get in the way? In other words, how do you hook up with local teams down there? Because otherwise, just going down there, we're here to help, they're going to look at you like, well, we already have this all organized.
Right. So we always have local partners, whether we're in Peru, Haiti, Vietnam, or Houston. We have local partners on the ground. And so I got a text one day from Houston, from a church, Calvary Chapel, West Houston, requesting for our assistance for us. And after that text, I posted a Facebook request to see who's in. And by the end of that evening, we had 43 people who signed up. And so that's how we recruit. We're mainly on social media.
And to do it that quickly, because again, unlike some place that you've planned out, you're talking about the logistics of people getting airline tickets and places to stay. Where did you stay down there?
We stayed at the church, so we slept on cots. Logistically, we raided probably every 99-cent store in Orange County, and took bought pretty much all their over-the-counter medications.
Okay.
And each of us brought along a suitcase of meds and supplies along, and donations.
Now, you knew about this, Caitlin, just obviously, you put that out, and I remember that was just days before, because you were on in between that time.
Yes.
You had to think to yourself, wow, I can get myself ready to go. I want to go down there and help. And obviously your family, your mom is off to the side here, is a big supporter of you doing this, right? And you told me you're homeschooled, so you don't have to worry about, I'm going to be missing school.
Pretty much.
Which is, I mean, obviously that's helpful. But just in a couple days' notice, how did you get yourself going and get yourself prepared to go into an area like this?
Well, all the TOYAs, the TongueOut Youth Ambassadors, have GoFundMe pages, so I had some extra money from our different fundraisers, so I was able to get that covered. It was really just a matter of, do I want to go? And then, of course, just jumped in.
Speaking of the logistics, the airline tickets, last-minute airline tickets are hugely expensive. Were you able to work with the airlines?
So 3 of us went to Starbucks, sat down, and over a period of 4 hours booked all the tickets for 43 people.
Wow.
We did all Starbucks.
And okay, I have to ask you, where does that, since you're doing that, where does that money come from? Your donations and all? You kind of take that, because you buy the tickets,
we all fund our own ways.
Okay, so you have to get everyone's name and information. You know, nowadays you can't just hop on a plane.
That's right. Everyone sent in their name, their birthday, and they all funded their own path.
That's amazing. Yeah, to give back like that, and not only your time, but your own money. Maybe some of it's funded, but still, you're still putting out yourself. But the rewards have to be rewarding for you. It's just something you're going to be with you maybe your lifetime, right?
For sure.
All right, I have to ask, what's your next one?
Well,
do you have something planned? Of course, we don't know there's another hurricane on its way. I think it's Maria that's now hitting the same areas. It's hitting the Dominican Republic
so
right now.
I have a request that just came in just within the last few days. Calvary Chapel, Costa Mesa church is taking a team to the Dominican Republic.
Right.
I believe they're going to be there toward the end of the year and toward the first week of January.
Okay.
So there was a request for a medical team to participate, and so I sent out the Facebook message this morning on volunteers. So within an hour, we got about 7 medical folks signed up, doctor and a whole bunch of nurses and things of that sort.
And then you take along people like Caitlin as well.
Yes.
Because you need assistance.
Our TOYAs, TongueOut Youth Ambassadors, they are an integral part of our team. They're good at doing vital signs, blood pressures, doing the intakes, and and taking patients from station to station. So they're all well equipped by now.
Very good. Well, if you want to find out more about this, just go to TongueOut.org, and we have it up on the screen. And I put up this quote. Did you write that?
Yes, I did.
You did write that. Okay.
So
we believe we can change the world not by changing politics, laws, or legislation, but by showing love to a child. We change the world by giving hope to one child at a time, and we do that while sticking our tongue out. Stick your tongues out.
Like this.
There we go. All
Perfect.
Right. It's good. Pleasure to meet you.
You too.
And good luck with Tongue Out and whatever you end up doing.
Awesome. Thank you.
I think that's fantastic.
All right.
I know we'll see you again, right?
See you
Hard
again.
to keep this guy away, but that's all right. We like to see him. All right, we'll be right back.